Was Tyler Robinson's father, Matt Robinson, a police officer or worked in law enforcement in some way? There has been some misinformation put out from the very beginning about this, and we all reported widely that his father was a police officer. Well, that has since been proven not to be true. The Washington County Sheriff's Office put out a statement and said, this is not true. There is a retired deputy whose name is Matt Robinson, but this is not the father of Tyler Robinson. So that was just kind of misconstrued. We don't know where that came from, but that was reported everywhere nationally. Now, what I have learned, a post on Twitter indicates that Tyler's father works in the industry where you make cabinets and counters for kitchens. Again, I don't know if that's correct, but I have seen that posted in a few places. But we do know that he's not a police officer. Now, this is kind of important because the narrative at the beginning, as we thought about it, was this makes sense. If he's a police officer and his son comes to him with this information, he's going to go to somebody else in the ward who is a fellow police officer possibly. And we had learned that it was a youth pastor, a minister who was also a U.S. Marshal. Okay, so people are questioning, I don't think they're LDS, or I don't think he went to someone in the ward, where in the real world, if you are a U.S. Marshal, that's a full-time job. And if you're a youth pastor or a minister, that's a full-time job. It's only in the LDS church, I think, where somebody would be a lay minister, right? And also have a full-time job. That's how it works. So I believe that they absolutely did contact someone in their ward or stake that could help. And it makes even more sense to me if the father was not connected to law enforcement and really needed guidance, that he would turn to somebody that he knew in his LDS ward, because we know from neighbors that they attend the LDS ward, that they would go to someone who had experience in law enforcement, or perhaps someone that had worked with Tyler before, if he really was saying that he would rather end his life than go to prison. So, it's a detail that we just want to clarify and make sure everyone has correct, that his father is not in law enforcement. And we'll see where this new information leads us, but we definitely wanted to correct that since it was so widely reported. And now we know, according to the Washington County Sheriff's Office, a different Matt Robinson is the retired deputy.